So before I start talking about these interesting scenarios that are being flashed looking at the price action of Bitcoin in a different time frame, I just want to quickly overview you guys about our CryptoAnup Platinum Group, CryptoAnup VIP group, which is available for you to join right now. Yes guys, this was our private group, but I have decided to make it public for the limited time so that each and everyone from our community to join right now and take benefit from it, because I will be sharing my trades. I will be providing you information regarding Bitcoin, altcoin, market news, and so on. So if you aren't part of this group, the link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out because the time is running out. And now what I want you guys to do is to look at this golden cross and dead cross indicator, because according to this indicator, we might be in trouble. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, if we look at this indicator, might be in trouble because we are about to form a dead cross. Yes guys, if this 200 SMA crosses above the 50 SMA, then we have to be careful, because in that case we are going to form a dead cross just like this one here. And with each and every dead cross, the price of Bitcoin, even after some impulsive move, has led to a corrective move at the end. So that means the price of Bitcoin, if it's going to form another crossover where this 200 SMA crosses above the 50 SMA, then we could be forming another dead cross, which could result in another continuation like this. I mean, the price of Bitcoin after this dead cross, right, could be showing a move here like this, impulsive move, and then at the end get attracted towards the 20,000 to 21,000 before deciding the actual trend duration. Yes guys, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show weakness as long as it remains below 28,000 here to the upside, because we know if you add this rising trend line, if we add this falling channel, we could see a continuation here to the downside around 21,000, 20,000 before choosing a trend duration. Yes guys, even according to this weekly time frame, you can see in the past price action when the price of Bitcoin was facing resistance from the descending channel, right, where we were finding support at this lower trend line, and even from this yellow trend line, the rising trend line, what happened when the price of Bitcoin tested the support around this rising trend line, this yellow trend line? When the price of Bitcoin tested the support from this yellow trend line, we started showing impulsiveness. But when we overcame the resistance, the upper trend line resistance from this descending channel, only after that we had this actual impulsiveness. And now if you follow this exact movement, the upper trend line from the descending channel is also acting as a line of resistance, just like here from the past price action, whereas the lower trend line is acting as a line of support. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in our case, we are also showing weakness. So in the medium short term, what could be happening here? Price getting attracted to the downside around this rising trend line. Yes guys, this rising trend line might be attracting us before the price of Bitcoin chooses a trend duration. So if we are going to see another continuation below 20,000, then we are in big trouble. But if the price of Bitcoin after some retracement around 21,000 to 20,000 manages to hold this rising trend line, because in the past price action, after finding support at this rising trend line, the price of Bitcoin has done very bullish. So in our case, even after the retracement, if the price managed to remain above 20,000, then we could still see another continuation, still see another attempt to break out of this falling trend line or the upper trend line before starting another impulsiveness. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin, according to this dead cross, golden cross scenario, according to this descending channel, or even according to this rising trend line, could get attracted towards some key line of support here to the downside before choosing a trend duration. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin, if we look at another scenario in a weekly time frame using this rising wedge is again a bearish continuation pattern. Not just only this line is indicating us the upcoming days the price could get attracted here to the downside first before showing another impulsiveness before choosing an actual trend duration, even according to this rising wedge with price opportunity around 20,000 to 21,000 range. Yes guys, this scenario, this rising wedge in a weekly time frame is also pointing us the price in the medium short term could show a move like this, but at the end we could be getting attracted towards this line here to the downside before choosing an actual trend direction, because we know if we look at the price action in a very simple way, guys, in a weekly time frame, adding this horizontal trend line around 25,800 to 26,000 was a important line. And now if we look at this weekly looks like it is closing below this trend line, which could be another sign of weakness. And if the trend from here on shows further continuation to the downside, the next area of confluence is definitely going to be this horizontal trend line, which previously acted as a line of resistance, and that is going to be around 24,000 to 24,500 range, and then could go even lower. Yes, guys, this horizontal trend line to the downside around 21,000 will be looked as our upcoming target if the price of Bitcoin fails to find proper support above 28,000. Yes, only after finding proper support of 28,000 we know this was just a fake out. I mean, this bigger retracement was just a fake out, and price after that is going to continue this new uptrend. And now, even if we look at this one example here, so to those individuals who have been following me for a while, you know, guys, we have talked about this Elliott wave theory, which is also indicating us the price could be in this corrective later phase after this motive numbered phase. And this is not 100% correct as well. I mean, the retracement, the wave 4 should not be around the wave 1, which in our case has happened. So this Elliott wave is not 100% correct, but I still want to give you guys a picture of what could be happening here. I mean, price has already ended this motive numbered phase, this 1 2 3 4 5, and now we could be entering in this corrective later phase, the ABC phase. So in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin in a week time frame loses a support around 25,000, then this line, the 24,000, 24,500, could be attracting us, right? And in that case, we could be forming wave A, and then a rally here to the upside around wave B, and then a final move like this around 21,000 to 20,000 before deciding the trend duration. And why around that area? Not just only because of this horizontal trend line, not just only because of this rising wedge, or even according to this rising trend line, we have CME gap around that area. I mean, the price of Bitcoin has a gap between 21 to 20,000. So that means this CME gap might also be attracting the price before it gets filled, before the price of Bitcoin starts this new impulsive move. So that is another reason why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to slowly get attracted here to the downside around this key line of support before choosing a trend duration. But if the price of Bitcoin wants to invalidate the bearish scenario, then we have to overcome the resistance which we have around 28,000 and flip that into proper support, because by doing that we could be invalidating the bearish scenarios, and price after that is expected to show another continuation here to the upside. Because if we look at this in a very simple way, I mean in a daily time frame, this dead cat bounce scenario is still playing out, because after the retracement, after this dead cat bounce 50% retracement, just like I shown in an example, the price of Bitcoin got rejected and started showing weakness. So in the medium short term, if we lose the support, the previous low around 25,000, then we have to be careful, because in that case this horizontal trend line might be attracting the price around 24,000 and even around 20 to 21,000 range before choosing a trend duration. Yes, guys, this dead cat bounce trading pattern is also playing out perfectly. So we have to be careful, and we have to monitor the price around 25,000 very, very closely, because losing that means the upcoming days for Bitcoin could be bearish. The price could be getting attracted towards the key line of support for us here to the downside before deciding the trend duration. And now, what in case if the price of Bitcoin remains above 26,000 range and slowly starts showing impulsiveness? In that case, we should monitor this descending broadening wedge formation. According to this descending broadening wedge formation, it is looked as a bullish continuation pattern. So in the medium short term, if the price of Bitcoin remains above 25,000, even break the resistance which you have around 26,100, 26,200 range, then we could be starting a new impulsive movement. And if that does happens, price breaking out of this upper trend line, breaking out of this horizontal trend line, then 28,000 will be looked as our price opportunity. And why around that area? Because that's the price opportunity from this descending broadening wedge, and you can see which is around 28,000 range. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin could still show some impulsiveness, could still get attracted towards 28,000, and then another continuation here to the downside, because after reaching the price opportunity around that range, we know the price of Bitcoin could start with another continuation here to the downside, because whenever we have seen descending broadening wedge forming during a downtrend, it has usually turned out into a fake out. So that's why guys, we have to be careful, because we want the price of Bitcoin clearly break the resistance around 28,000 and flip into support, because by doing that we could be invalidating the bearish scenario which I just showed you, and we could be starting with a new impulsive movement. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.